Spencer, a 3-1 home defeat to Harrow. Any excuses tonight?
Players have got quite a few, and just didn't start well at all. The number of them said the warm-up for the group was poor. Started poorly, then got total domination. We've got the ball 10 yards from the corner flag. 10 seconds later, we're 1-0 down to what we know they're going to do. Centre halves have got to do better. You know, pretty much dominate again. Make a mistake at the back. Ricky makes a mistake. We're 2-0 down. Dominate again, without playing well. Passes all over the place. Sloppy. Second to things, but still dominant. And we make a mistake just before half time. Same thing, just guy runs through and scores. 3-1, pretty much game over. Second half, total domination. What, 15, 20 attempts and goal in the game? Keepers made 5-6 saves, but they're not fabulous saves. They're for the cameras, a lot of them. We've had at least 15 corners. We've shot after shot, but they're not quality enough. So we've been found out at both ends. We've not been ruthless in their box. They've banked off. We've totally dominated. We've got not enough. We've put 2 strikers on the pitch. We've changed the formation. And I said to Dante after the game, how many shots do you have to save in the game? He said 1. Their keeper's made 6 or 7. We've hit everything but. There's a potential penalty in there, but let's be fair, that's just not good enough from us. You know, they're making excuses, and same team. You know, I thought the subs did quite well. You know, they came on. We tried to be really positive, but it's one of those nights. You know, we just didn't look like we were going to score, did we? I mean, everything we were hitting was being blocked on the line, with screams for handballs and flying over, and you know, and then we got a little bit frustrated and doing a few silly things that we don't normally do. But that's what happens with frustration. So, really bad night for us, because when you give yourself such a mountain to climb with 3-1 down with such awful goals, and you know, you're asking an awful lot. But I don't think we had showed the quality in the other part of the box either. So a very disappointing night. They've just counted us 3 attempts on goal, probably 5 in the whole game, and we've ended up losing. But credit to Harrow, you know, they did their job. They counted us. The guy, we knew what he was going to do. Ewington's in, and we didn't deal with it. There was no covering from fullbacks. There was no covering from centre halves, and it was all in transition. So we knew about it. We didn't deal with it, and I wasn't happy with the way we started the game at all. And I just thought we were very underperformed very badly today. The vast majority of the team.
And we got a great equaliser from Sam. But why do you think we couldn't take the lead in the game?
I just thought there were far too many under par performances from us today. Too many lads, passes weren't making it. We're screaming, come out, you know, play. But too many passes went astray. The energy levels were half decent. I said we've dominated the game, but it makes no difference when you look at that scoreboard behind you. That, you know, they've counted us and scored 3, and we've totally dominated, particularly the second half. But real cutting edge. You know, we've opened them up in lots of places. Have been some fantastic crosses coming in across the box, but it just wasn't our day. I mean, we were just poor. Sometimes you've got to put your hands up. Very, very frustrating. As I said, I'm more angry, to be honest, with the first 5 minutes. I just didn't think 5-10 minutes we got going at all again. And you know, what's going on in the warm-up then? If players are walking and going, the warm-up's rubbish. You know, the players weren't on it. So yeah, a real tough one to take. Again, we failed when we've played twice in a week. You know, we failed to build on Saturday's performance, and you know, clearly it's something that needs to be addressed. And maybe we can't play these players twice in a week. We've got too many legs that aren't there at the moment. Maybe we've got to look at the system, mate. You know, but then no one was saying that on Saturday. So credit where credit's due on Saturday. But they've also got to take criticism. The same team's gone out there and just been really sloppy and blaming each other. And, you know, now they're trying to sort of, oh, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. But how many of them, you know, can stand up and say, do you know what, I had a really good game? So, you know, obviously incredibly angry and frustrating where there was a chance to keep the pressure on at the top, and it's not there.
Would you say credit to Harrow tonight, very clinical?
Well, they were. What did they have? 4 chances to score 3 goals, you know, and then they banked off, defended with their lives. Keepers probably man of the match. I thought the 6 for them did very well in midfield. We weren't close enough to him. Credit to them. Teams are going to do that, you know. Teams are going to come to us, and even when we go to them, and they're going to go, look, we've got some very good players, but we made mistakes tonight. We made mistakes. Senior players made mistakes. We got punished for it, and we didn't have enough. Even though we've, in the second half, we've gone very aggressive after 10 minutes, and we've totally dominated. But they banked off, and you got to give Harrow a lot of credit for it. They got themselves ahead, and wasting time, and the referee's not giving anything. And crikey, if that was the ref on Saturday, he would have handed out about 6 yellow cards for time wasting. But different ref doesn't happen. So, I'm really upset and disappointed with the level of our performance, the quality of it, and the start of it. And it was a big opportunity lost, to be perfectly honest. And it's a tough one to take.
And a big wake-up call ahead of the exciting FA Cup tie at Met Police on Saturday.
Met Police were here. They've had the advantage of not playing tonight, and we'll be in Thursday night. We've got to be. I mean, Met Police are unbeaten. We defend like that, we've got no chance. So we've got to think very hard. I've got to think very hard what we're going to do on Saturday. They've got a very good side that they've built actually. Over some time. They've got some ex-Farnborough players as well, and we hear fantastic reviews about them. So they were here. The only thing is, do I think we can be worse than we were tonight? I'd like to think not. It just didn't happen. It was totally different. We still tried to play football for the vast majority of it. I give us credit. We still tried to pass the ball. We just didn't do it very well tonight. We just didn't do it very well. Good players had, for me, poor games. So, Met Police, very tough game. Of course, it's the FA Cup. It's exciting. We always seem to get really tough draws. We tend to get through the first game, and then we get a really tough draw against somebody of our level or the level higher. This is another example. They're unbeaten, but we know we can play a lot better than tonight. It's relatively down the road. I hope we get a good fan support there. And it's not a wake-up call. We had a wake-up call at Swindon. At the moment, we're not quite where we want to be. We're a lot better than we have been before, but we're not quite there where we want to be. We've still got a number of issues with illness, with players that clearly aren't as fit as they possibly think they are. And maybe we'll need to rotate just a little bit, because it's a lot of games at the moment, and it's just been shown with the 2 games again quite quickly. We've been fan wanting, so we'll give it absolutely everything. I can assure our fans for the FA Cup. We love the FA Cup. We're desperate for a run. We've got another really tough tie, but let's give it everything, and then Aldershot here, potentially on the Tuesday, subject to no replay.
Hey, thanks, Spencer, and good luck for the FA Cup on Saturday.
Thanks, Don.